What does it take to rise from a troubled childhood, survive adversity, become an Olympic legend, and then dominate the world of MMA? This is the real story of Kayla Harrison, a fighter whose journey from pain to greatness redefined women's combat sports. Kayla Jean Harrison was born on July 2nd, 1990, in Middletown, Ohio, USA. Her early life was not easy. She grew up in an environment where stability was often missing, and she had to face emotional challenges at a very young age. But even in those difficult years, there was something different about her: a quiet intensity, a drive to prove herself, and a refusal to stay down when life pushed her hard. As a child, Kayla was energetic and competitive, but her life took a major turn when she was introduced to martial arts. At around the age of 12, she discovered judo. What started as a sport quickly became a purpose. On the mat, she found something she didn't always have in life: structure, discipline, and control. Her natural athletic ability combined with her mental toughness made her stand out immediately. Coaches noticed her potential early, and she soon began training at a higher level. To pursue elite judo, she eventually moved away from home and committed fully to training. That decision marked the beginning of a transformation from a troubled young girl into a focused athlete chasing greatness. During her teenage years, Kayla's progress in judo was rapid. She trained relentlessly, often pushing her body and mind beyond normal limits. She learned how to turn pressure into performance, how to stay calm in chaos, and how to dominate opponents with technique and strength. Her signature style began forming early: explosive throws, aggressive grips, and complete control once she got top position. As she entered the international judo scene, Kayla quickly established herself as one of the top American prospects. She won national titles and began representing the United States in major competitions around the world. Every tournament added experience, and every challenge made her stronger. Then came the moment that changed everything: the 2012 London Olympic Games. Competing on the biggest stage in the world, Kayla delivered a historic performance. She fought through elite opponents round after round, showing unmatched determination and skill. In the final, she secured victory and won the gold medal in women's judo. That win didn't just make her an Olympic champion, it made history. She became the first American woman ever to win Olympic gold in judo. The victory was emotional, powerful, and symbolic. It represented years of sacrifice, pain, and relentless training finally paying off. After London, Kayla returned home as a national hero, but she didn't stop there. She continued competing at the highest level, refining her technique and maintaining her dominance in international judo. Her reputation grew globally, and she became one of the most respected judokas in the world. Her journey continued toward the 2016 Rio Olympics, where pressure was higher than ever. Everyone expected her to defend her title, and she carried that responsibility with focus and confidence. Once again, she performed at an elite level, fighting through top opponents and showing why she was considered one of the best in the world. At the end of the tournament, Kayla achieved something even more rare than her first gold medal. She became a two-time Olympic champion. Winning back-to-back Olympic gold medals placed her in an elite category of athletes and solidified her legacy in judo history. But after reaching the absolute peak of judo, Kayla faced a new question: what next? Instead of retiring quietly, she chose a completely new challenge: mixed martial arts. It was a risky move. Many doubted whether an Olympic judoka could transition successfully into MMA, where striking, wrestling, and submissions all merge into one brutal sport. But Kayla was never afraid of challenges. She began training at American Top Team, one of the best MMA gyms in the world. There, she started building new skills: striking, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, cage control, and defensive awareness. While she already had world class grappling, she needed to adapt to a completely different fighting system. Her MMA debut came in 2018, and immediately the world noticed her presence. She was powerful, dominant, and physically overwhelming. Her judo background gave her an instant advantage in clinches and takedowns. Once she got top position, she controlled fights with suffocating pressure and relentless ground and pound. Kayla quickly became one of the biggest stars in the Professional Fighters League, PFL. Her rise was fast and dominant. In 2019, she captured the PFL Women's Lightweight Championship, proving she was not just a former judoka learning MMA. She was already a world-class fighter. She repeated that success in 2021, becoming a two-time PFL champion and earning millions in prize money. Her dominance made her one of the most recognizable names outside the UFC. However, in 2022, Kayla experienced a major setback, her first professional MMA loss. It was a moment of reality in an otherwise dominant career. But instead of breaking her confidence, it strengthened her mindset. She analyzed her mistakes, improved her striking defense, and came back more complete as a fighter. As rumors of her UFC arrival grew stronger, the MMA world waited for her next move. Fans and analysts believed she was already UFC ready, and many expected her to challenge for a title quickly if she signed. In 2024, that moment finally arrived. Kayla Harrison joined the UFC. The biggest stage in MMA now had one of the most decorated female combat athletes in history. Expectations were massive, but Kayla handled the pressure with calm confidence. Her UFC journey started strongly. She faced top-level competition and immediately showed why she was considered special. Her grappling control, physical strength, and fight IQ allowed her to dominate elite opponents. Each win pushed her closer to championship contention. By 2025, Kayla Harrison reached the peak of MMA success once again. She captured the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship, adding another historic achievement to her already legendary career. From Olympic gold to UFC gold, she had now conquered two completely different combat sports at the highest level. As of 2026, Kayla Harrison stands as one of the most complete and decorated female fighters in combat sports history. She is a two-time Olympic gold medalist, a multi-time PFL champion, and a UFC champion. Her journey is a rare combination of talent, discipline, and resilience. Her story is not just about winning titles, it is about transformation. A girl who faced hardship became an Olympic champion. An Olympic champion became an MMA superstar. And a superstar became a global legend. From Middletown, Ohio to Olympic podiums and UFC arenas, Kayla Harrison's legacy is already written in history. And it continues to inspire fighters around the world.